Welcome everyone, this is Ridiculous Dominic, and I'm a mod creator for Farming Simulator 22. Making this video just to test out some of my equipment, my microphone, some new recording settings. So to do that, I'm just going to do some normal field work on Spruce Mountain Farms. And also, since I lost all my saves for Farming Simulator when I installed my GPU last week, I'm going to have to start out fresh, but it'll be alright. Be able to test all this stuff out, so let's get to it and see what needs to get done. Looks like there's some fields that can get harvested out here, so let's run out here and check it out. Really loving the textures, how they look a lot nicer with the actually having a GPU now. Just having the integrated graphics was enough to get me into having a PC, but definitely not enough for modding. Alright. Alright, well, let's change it up and let's actually do some mowing. And just like the last job, I'm gonna actually do it with horseplay. Let's go ahead and set up a couple of headlands and get this horse generated. Should work out good. Go ahead and hire him and get him to work. Alright, now that he's done with his work, I'm gonna park him back at the farm. Let's see what tools we got to pick all of this up. Still gotta go park that harvester yet, but like I said, this is all just trial for me. I'm not doing any kind of playthrough or series or anything just right now, just testing stuff out. Seeing how this microphone sounds. See how the game sounds. See how the microphone against the game sounds. Hopefully it all meshes well and I got the correct filters set up and everything, but only doing it, recording it, and trying it out will tell. Let's see, let's park you away. At least over by the farm for now. And we'll get to picking this stuff up. Trying to use the keyboard to get a little feeling back in my fingers. It's still kind of difficult yet, but doing this is kind of helping me get used to using them and add a little bit of feeling. If anybody that hasn't heard the story yet, I was cutting a tree down that was curled over from snow and ice through the winter. It was a spring, early in May, and I went to trim the tree down because it was just a small little 6-inch round poplar, and went to cut it down because it was crossing over a trail. And when I went to cut it, the previous tree that I did that was similar to that just cut, and it split a little bit as I was cutting it down, but everything was still wet yet, so it just fell over nice and easy. But when I cut this specific tree, it made a very large crack sound when I got about halfway through it, so I stood up and stopped cutting, and not a second after I stood up, the tree did what they call a barber chair. And oh, nice driving, buddy. Very nice. And yeah, when it did a barber chair, it swung up past my face and missed my face, and I went to dodge and run out of the way, and as I did that, the tree came down and hit my left arm as I was trying to cover my head. And I mean, as you can tell probably with my voice, it's still kind of hard to talk about. I nearly lost my life. It doesn't sound like it, only being a 6-inch round tree, but it was still 30 feet tall, 20-30 feet tall. And let's get this guy out of the tree. Let's just delete that tree out then. So yeah, that tree came down, threw me down to the ground, and did I just delete? How the? Oh, guess I'm gonna have to rebuy a machine. Alright, since I deleted it, buy it back here. There I am now getting excited and pressing buttons and deleted my machine. So yeah, I'm only a couple months into healing up with my arm now, and it's coming along decent, but got a little bit of nerve pain that's making doctors think that I got quite a bit of nerve damage in my arm, but we won't tell until we can actually have an EMG done, which is a nerve scan where they poke needles in and send a signal through my arm to figure out where the damage is. But unfortunately they can't get me in for an appointment until October, so I'm going to talk to the doctor this coming Wednesday and see what she wants to do. If maybe I should just go to another provider and get it done, or what we're going to do, but we'll find out this Wednesday. But I can at least move my fingers a little bit and move my arm around somewhat. Doesn't hurt if I don't move it, but once I start moving it, I get pains in random places, but nothing a guy can't handle, right? So let's start picking this up. And also, if you guys ever hear some random noises in the background, most of you know that I inherited my mom's blue and gold macaw. His name's Guido. He's already 17 years old, and she got him back when I was still living with them when I was 12 years old. And she didn't pass away or anything. She just wanted to pass him on because she knew eventually he'd become my bird, because they live to be usually around 100 years old, give or take. And she wanted to get a new bird, smaller bird that was a little easier for her to take care of. She's living by herself, and it's also a type of bird that she had prior when I was actually real young as a kid. When I was probably only 5 or 6 years old. She used to have a Quaker, and we figured what better time, since me and the wife have our own house and we have a good home for him to live with us, so he gets to live here with us. And since I don't have room for a studio or anything to have a room away from the noise, for now we're just gonna have to hear him every now and then, but most of the time it should be funny. Just hopefully he doesn't start saying any bad words. I would get rid of this. Of course, I don't take it in that silo, so we'll have to build one. This one here. Get it out. No, Guido, not right now, buddy. We'll come out in a little bit. Yeah, see, that's what we'll hear, everyone. A hi or a hello. Obviously, he loves saying the word up. Because getting picked up means coming out and getting treats. And he absolutely loves cheese. I mean, come on now, we're in Wisconsin. Why isn't this unloaded yet? Pretty sure this takes straw. Probably help if I pulled up the hood. And can't move it. Can unload it. There it goes. This thing has terrible brakes. There we go. Let's close this up. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna mess with all the baling right now. For one, my hand, and for two, really don't have much storage space to deal with, so I'm gonna have to do recordings and pieces and then transfer them around. But for now, that's what I gotta deal with until I get a little bit more storage on the computer. And didn't really think about that until all of a sudden I started recording higher quality video, but that's what all this testing is about. And I appreciate anyone that took time to sit through and watch this video, and get a chance, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe. But thanks everyone for watching, and Ridiculous Dom signing off. Peace.